Welcome to the Viral Cash Flow Secrets Podcast, your roadmap to unlocking viral trends and maximizing online profits. Join hosts Jenny Jackson, Lorraine Kamisha, and Jessica Jospeaks Digital from the Viral Profits Academy membership for actionable strategies on leveraging digital trends. It's time to monetize your clicks.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome to the Viral Cash Flow Secrets Podcast, your guide to decoding viral trends and transforming online buzz into cash flow. I am your host, Jessica. I go by Jospeaks Digital. And this is my amazing co-host, Lorraine Kamisha. And we are the founders of the Viral Profits Academy. We also have one more co-founder who is not here today, Jenny Jackson, but she will be with us in our other episodes. So you'll see her face really, really soon. So we are the founders of the Viral Profits Academy, where we teach entrepreneurs how to go viral and profit on social media. In this 15-minute episode, we are going to be talking about and exploring viral topics. We don't have an interview guest this week, but we're going to be weighing in on a couple of different things that we've seen around the internet that we know we got to talk about. So we'll also provide you with some actionable strategies for capitalizing on digital trends and tips on how you can go viral and monetize. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into today's topic, which is Kim K being booed at the Tom Brady roast.
Yes. So I didn't even know that it was really going to be a thing until I saw it on Netflix, and they actually did this live. And it started around 8 o'clock on Sunday, and it lasted until, I fell asleep on the thing. I don't know how long it was, but they had a lot of different people. It was hosted by Kevin Hart. It was easy to see some angles that they were going to come out with. I don't think they really published who was going to be roasting him before, but it was cool to see the different people come up, and then they got to Kim K. So I watched this. Let's go ahead and play that clip, and we can give our audience an idea of what we're talking about.
To this, but because her kids are home. Thank you so much for being here.
The first one.
Hold on, sorry. Move it over.
Go back to the third one, please. Thank you.
All right.
For some reason, hold on.
I keep changing it.
We both are messing with it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You go do it.
That. Yes, go to this one. Because this one is the one where she got booed. The other one is just Tom's.
Speaking of Tom and I dating, I know there were some rumors that we were, and I'd never say if we did or not. I know a lot of people make fun of your height. All right, Kevin. Speaking of Tom and I dating, I know there were some rumors that we were, and I'd never say if we did or not. I just released the tape. All right, sorry guys, I would have written.
So that's the one that she was booed. And I stopped the other one because, okay, so what was interesting to me about the whole thing, okay, when we can watch the rest of it if you want to see how well she did, or you can Google it, look it up yourself or whatever. What was interesting to me is that the very next morning that I woke up, it was Kim K got booed, roasted all over the place.
Wow.
But the crazy part about the roast was, and this is an actual topic that I talked about on my Facebook page, and one of our mutual friends was like, oh yeah, she got booed and da-da-da. And she was like, I can't believe that she got booed. Every person who got up to roast Tom Brady, and there were dozens, okay, got talked about after the fact. Like every single one of them. So it was like, okay, Kevin opened it up. He roasted Tom Brady a little bit. The next person came up. They roasted Tom Brady. The person that went after that one roasted the person that was before them, and then roasted Tom Brady. Like that was the order of
the flow.
was the flow. So it was really crazy to me the next morning when I got up, and all over everywhere was that, they did Kim Kardashian some kind of wrong because they talked about her. They talked about everybody.
No, and I think the reason wasn't the reason why they were saying that they did it wrong was because of like that next clip where he was talking about her and her husband, her ex-husband. Is that what it was, or no? Because you watch
mean,
more of it apparently than I did. I didn't watch it, so.
well, let's play that one.
I know Kim was terrified to be here tonight. Not because of this, but because her kids are at home with their dad.
Even the way he looks, though, he kind of looks like. I can't believe it.
I mean, because it's all written. The writers are writing it. Come on, let's be honest. Even you said that, earlier that Kim K appears to be reading. They're all reading. It's just that some of them know their lines better than the other. I was surprised. Ben Affleck came out.
Oh.
I don't know if I should have been surprised because they're friends and they did the little Super Bowl stuff together or whatnot. But Ben Affleck came out. Of course, Tom's divorce was definitely a subject of the roast. So I don't know. I think it was fair. Like I don't see how.
Well, a lot of people said he kind of hit below the belt with that comment, and how he shouldn't have said it because that has nothing to do with like necessarily her, be calling out her husband, so it was like that kind of banter that I saw going on.
Oh my God, just watch it. They had so many jokes about Tom Brady's divorce and his kids and his former wife and stuff like that. I mean, they said the man would rather risk a concussion than spend time with his kids and his wife. Like,
wow.
They got him really, really good. I mean, I was cracking up the entire time about that joke because, I mean, I just really thought he was an a-hole for the whole situation. Right. It's like, dude, you are like at your prime, at your peak. Why wouldn't you? When he came out on the roast, like everybody was cheering. Oh, it was like a Super Bowl of one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was, you're on a Netflix special. Like you can make money from all sorts of things. I mean, the brand deals, the sports anchor, the networks, the just podcasts, all these types of things that you are still making all this money with. You are going down in history as a freaking legend, and you can't let it go. You'd rather risk getting injured because once a player gets injured and he goes down, that's it. You're has been somebody. They'll probably induct you into the the Hall of Fame or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the same as going out on top of your game. So it was it was funny, but again, the funny part was that was the narrative the next day. So much so that, like I said, that mutual that hadn't watched it, all she saw was clips. Like those clips were being used. And why? Because other than maybe Kevin Hart, Tom Brady himself, those are the three biggest. They're the viral content. They're the ones who bring views, right? So she know what she was there for.
And the whole time she's up there, I'm gonna just show her and her reaction, and you guys just take a look at her reaction and the way she's reading and stuff. She looked like, I'm just doing my job, y'all. She got her glass up there. She's like, I'm here doing my job. Like, she does not seem like she is bothered whatsoever. Even the comment about Kanye, she's just like.
I mean, she knew it was coming. That's what a roast is about. And when they bring out these names, it's to get the views. I bet if we go on YouTube right now and we typed in Ben Affleck and Tom Brady roast, we would come up with all different. That's something that we got to learn how to do as content curators, especially if you're trying to draw in audiences. Because I'm more than 100% sure that the reason why myself and the other mutual that I was talking about saw the Kim K content first is because we're of a certain demographic. We have interacted with Kim K content before. We see her in a different angle, and that all has to do with placement and going viral and stuff like that. So there's a reason why certain people were picked to come up on that stage. There's a reason why Kevin Hart was the host of this, and it's not always because he's funny. It's because he's going to get the views.
He's going to bring the eyeballs. He's going to bring the eyeballs, which is interesting. I mean, we talked a little bit about before about how people kind of always come for Kim K, right? They always come for Kim Kardashian. And, she's kind of the person that's just always on they came for her too at the Met Gala too, as I'm kind of thinking about this. They were like, oh my gosh, her waist is so tight. Why would she wear something like that? And it's da 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 da. And it's like, well, this is the Met Gala. Like, this is the time when you're supposed to wear like weird stuff. But it was like, because it was her. Oh my gosh, how could she do this? But I don't know. I think she's kind of I don't know. I don't want to say used to it, but she doesn't seem phased. Let me just say that she does not seem very.
No, and I feel like Kim K is coming for comedy. I mean, she dated what's his face for a while.
She did.
I can't remember. And then
what's
after that,
name?
I don't know, girl. Then after that, she was on SNL. Now she's showing up at the roast. Like, I feel like this is Kim K's low-key way of, hey, y'all gonna talk crap about me anyway. I might as well make some coins while you're doing it.
I was just about to say, I might as well get my money, and whatever you feel like you need to do, you go right ahead.
Yeah. So I think that's the unfazed energy that you are seeing.
She's very much, you're paying me to be here, so who's really laughing? I'm being paid to be here.
Lack of experience. Like, I feel like Kim K is very strategic, and I feel like that she can do whatever she puts her mind to. I feel like if she decides to make comedy a priority amongst all the other things that she's doing and working on and stuff like that, I think she'll kill it. But I imagine that Kim K has so much stuff going on. She's still trying to be a lawyer, still working on cases, still, she's got 4 kids, she's got fashion lines, she got all sorts of businesses. Like, it's one of those things where it's just like, I really want to do this. I don't have it right now. I want that visibility. So let me just read off the teleprompter. But when, let's say, for instance, Ben Affleck got up there, it was a different vibe. Not because he's a comedian, like, he ended up being really funny, but that just showed me the power of good writers, because you could tell that they had good writers, but Ben Affleck is an actor. So,
I was just about to say.
Right.
So it was easy.
Yeah. So he can read it and make it seem more believable because, number one, he has experience reading, probably memorized a lot of those lines before he got there. Right.
He's a professional in the acting sphere, right?
Exactly. He's a professional. So that's the difference.
I don't know if I would necessarily date Pete. That's his name, Pete Davidson. If I'm looking to get into comedy, though, like I guess
really?
I don't. I would probably go.
Big in that world. He's pretty.
He's not funny though.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't got to be funny to us. I mean, half of them folks on SNL ain't funny to me, but I mean, what's his name? What's his name?
Seth Golden. Oh no, Seth Golden is a marketing guy.
Let me look. Matter of fact, let me put Kim at the name. His stuff.
Okay, but it's interesting that you said that what's his face was there, and he was he's an actor, so obviously he can read a script, he can make the script come alive, and there you go, boom, it is what it is. So
that's a table read for him. I mean, he does. How many table reads has he done in his career? That's the job. Sit there.
I mean, the guy was freaking Batman, so
right. So that's just the difference. But I really feel like if Kim wanted that to be her focus, she would. But I feel like she's collecting her dollars off of the backs of the hate that she's going to probably get anyway. I mean, we already know what they're going to talk about. I mean, Ray J's been doing this for years. Anytime he has something come out, he springs back up the same viral content, the same controversy again and again and again. You don't remember that situation where there was a game, like a online game or something like that had like her image and her likeness and stuff in there, and they were using it because it brings the eyeballs, just like you said. That's why cease and desist are a thing.
A total thing. Well, interesting. I mean, The fact that they booed her right off the jump, though, is kind of a bit of a, I don't know. I feel a kind of certain way about that. Just, I don't think you should boo a woman, period. I mean, unless she done did some heinous crimes, I get it. But Kim Kardashian, they really did nothing to nobody. She might be annoying to you. I mean, she doesn't bother me, but some folks are like, oh, I can't, oh gosh. But other than that, come
It
on,
gives
folks.
me that vibe where it's like, just throw the ball. When sports players are
Mm,
trying to jump over into political views and stuff like that, and
right.
they're like, just throw the ball. It
Got it.
gave me that vibe, like, girl, like, again,
Why are you here? Mhm.
disdain is kind of growing, not only for like Kim Kardashian, but a lot of people who, billionaire status, millionaire status are right now because times are hard. So I think that's
Yeah.
another thing. But I just noticed how the energy is around her. People just love to make her feel some type of way.
Yeah. And it really, to be honest with you, she doesn't seem like a very, I've, some celebrities give me that vibe of like they would be very stank. She really, I mean, wait a minute though. I do recall her saying, what did she say? I don't know why people just don't want to work. I mean, nobody want to work these days.
I saw it from both angles though, because I'm like an older millennial, right? And then I was raised by boomer parents, not Gen X parents, like I should probably, but boomer parents. Daddy was 84 years old. So I hear nobody wants to work anymore, but I also see that nobody wants to work anymore. And I see both sides of that situation. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, my problem is being an entrepreneur. We talked about this earlier, Jessica, when we talked about being a content creator. And you're like, nobody really wants to be a content creator. When I think about nobody wants to work anymore, that's what I think about. People think, oh, I can post one video and and it's just easy money. I remember people describing it as free money, and that was just like 2 years ago when we got on
That's
Facebook
true. They
to
did.
do reels bonus pro. People were like, oh, it's free money, da, da,
Mhm.
da, da. And I was one of the ones that was like out there like, no. Absolutely not. This is not free money. It never will be free money. You are literally working for Facebook at this point. They can do whatever they want to. This is before they started the shenanigans.
That is
And I
very
was like,
true.
the shenanigans are on the way. I've seen
Again.
this before. I've been here before. Tread lightly. People don't, that's what I see when I see people don't want to work. But as far as the other side, and I think that's what Kim meant, was people don't want to work because they have all these dreams and these things that they say they want, but then they expect it to be easy. And when one thing shows up that is hard, then they're like, oh, let me switch around and do something else. My
Yep.
auntie who had a multi-million-dollar business, which was incredible for where she came from as a Black woman of that age. She used to say something all the time. She would say, nothing is ever in a straight line, ever. Nothing is in a straight line. So if you wake up today with intentions to do this, it's never going to be in a straight line because there's always going to be some type of challenge to come up.
Well, I need a book from you. Like, you need to do a book on her.
I wish she was still here for me to do something
Well,
like
no. I mean, I feel like you could do some research. But anyway, we'll talk offline. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for listening to this episode. Oh man, yes. Kim Kardashian, boy, I tell you, like I said, she threw me. I think for a lot of entrepreneurs, just kind of bring that to a close. We kind of felt her when she said it. If you're not an entrepreneur, you probably kind of got offended when she said it. But
Yeah.
it's true. A lot of folks do not want to work. They want the money, but they don't want to work for the money. So,
Right.
yeah. Anyway. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Viral Cash Flow Secrets podcast. Remember to subscribe and rate and review us on your favorite podcast platform. And join us next time as we continue on our journey to decode viral success. Keep riding the wave and turning clicks into cash. We'll see you all in the next video. Bye.
Bye.